draped around her oval head like a silken halo, lips parted as if preparing for a kiss. Moonlight bleeding through her bedroom window cut a pale slash across her arm. He stared at her exposed flesh, and what he saw there took his breath away. For although the room was warm, her skin had erupted in a rash of goose pimples. She had felt the chill of his approach. The girl was dreaming, eyes flickering just as her mother's had an hour or so earlier. The rapid eye movement fascinated him. Softly he called her name. His smooth voice whispered like a gently flowing stream. 12-year-old Laura Rogers stirred in her sleep, but did not awaken. "Laura?" The voice, like a sigh, came again. This time he gently shook her warm body. The touch was electric. His long, thin fingers jerked reflexively, prompting an explosion of images in the darker regions of his mind. His hand maintained the contact longer than was necessary. Only the thickness of the thin cotton gloves separated them. It was still almost too much to bear. The girl began to emerge from her slumber. She blinked the fog of sleep away, drank him in with widening eyes, yet said nothing. Fear had eroded her capacity for speech. The intruder's hand reached out toward her. "You have to come with me," he said. "Right now." Terrified, Laura Rogers shook her head. There was a cry of horror within her, but it was buried deep down, and she could not find a way to it. Her mouth flapped open uselessly, but even so a white-gloved hand clamped over her parted lips. A gleaming bone-handled knife appeared before her eyes as if from nowhere. The intruder lowered his head close to hers, and his eyes became dead black pools. "Don't cry out," he warned. "When I remove my hand from your mouth, you must not scream. If you do, your family will suffer unimaginable pain. Do you understand me?" She gave a single nod. He withdrew his hand. "Good. Now then, pay attention. I want you to come with me, and you will. Whether you come walking by my side or gagged and trussed over my shoulder, I really don't care. But you will come with me." "Who are you?" Laura managed to ask in a tiny voice that was scarcely more than a whisper. He smiled terribly. It was intended to be disarming, but was merely predatory. "Are you afraid of the dark, Laura?" As he asked the question, the man waggled the knife back and forth. His voice remained easy and light. She nodded, mute once more. His smile broadened. He touched the knife to the tender flesh of her cheek, sweeping the long steel blade along its smooth curve with delicate strokes. "That's good, Laura. That's very good. Because I am the dark, and you should fear me. Do you hear me? Do you understand? I am the dark, Laura." A low whimpering sound filled Laura's ears. At first she thought that someone or something else had entered the room, before realizing that the pitiful moans were escaping from her own lips. If this man truly was the dark, then she would live in fear of it for the rest of her life. Suddenly her scattered thoughts reassembled themselves, a jigsaw completed in a flurry. "What about my—" "Your family will be safe provided you come with me, provided you don't cry out or give me any problems. If you don't do exactly as I say, I'll kill them. I'll kill them all. I'll make you watch as I do it, and then I'll kill you too. But believe me, Laura, I will take my time about it." The young girl saw she had no choice. She found it hard to believe this was not a dream, some terrible nightmare from which she would soon awaken, sweating and scared, yet dripping with relief. A small voice inside her head told her to run, to fight, to scream loud enough to wake the dead. Another reminded her of his warning. With great reluctance and enormous resolve, Laura pushed back the sheets and twisted around. She wore only a thin sleeveless nightdress, and felt naked before his